In the time before time, when the world of Folkyr was young and the dawn light still fresh upon the land, the primal gods walked the realms, shaping the very fabric of existence. With each gesture, they carved the mountains and valleys, summoned the winds and rains, kindled the flames of life, and nurtured the growth of verdant forests. Yet, as the ancient chronicles tell, the gods soon grew weary, for they were alone in their creation. In their solitude, they longed for children of their own, beings who could inherit the world they had so carefully crafted and tend to its delicate balance. And so, with a gesture of divine will, the primal gods brought forth the first humans, fashioning them from the fertile soil and imbuing them with the spark of sentience. These early men and women knew not the ways of war or the lust for power, for they were born into a realm of harmony, where light and shadow coexisted in perfect equilibrium. The humans of Folkyr thrived, building simple settlements and tending the land with reverence. They learned to commune with the primal gods, honoring Terra, Sylva, Aquilo, and Ignis through ritual and song. In this golden age, the humans lived as stewards of the natural world, their roles as priests, healers, and artisans bringing prosperity to all. But as the sands of time shifted, so too did the tides of Folkyr. From the east, the shadow of Umbravale crept across the land, its tendrils of darkness reaching ever westward. The vampires of Umbravale, born of Umbra's malevolent essence, had long coveted the pure life force that flowed through human veins. Their thirst for blood was unquenchable, and they looked upon the prosperous settlements of Folkyr with envious eyes. Alongside the threat from Umbravale, the northern tribes of giants also began to raid the human settlements, seeking to expand their territory and subjugate the people of Folkyr. These fierce, towering creatures descended from the mountains, wielding massive clubs and axes that could crush the mightiest defenses. It was then that the primal gods, seeing the peril that threatened their children, bestowed upon the humans a new calling. They anointed the bravest and most devout as paladins, armored champions who would stand as bulwarks against the encroaching darkness and the northern invaders. Wielding blessed swords and shields, these paladins were imbued with the elemental powers of the gods, their very presence radiating an aura of protection. Alongside the paladins, the primal gods also gifted the humans with priests and priestesses, conduits of divine power who could call upon the forces of earth, wind, fire, and water to aid in the defense of their people. These holy men and women became the spiritual leaders of the growing settlements, guiding the faithful with wisdom and offering succor to the wounded and the weary. Thus began the long struggle, as the humans of Folkyr fought to preserve the light in the face of Umbravale's unrelenting shadow and the relentless raids from the northern giants. In great citadels and hallowed temples, the paladins and their priestly attendants marshaled the powers of the primal gods, driving back the vampire hordes and the giant invaders, safeguarding the innocent. Mighty fortresses were erected, their walls and towers designed to withstand the onslaught of the undead and the giants. Arcane enchantments were woven into the very stonework, channeling the elemental energies to create impenetrable bastions of light. Within these strongholds, the humans honed their skills in combat, training generation after generation of paladins to defend the realm. And so, through the ages, the humans of Folkyr have remained steadfast in their duty, their faith in the primal gods unwavering. They have weathered countless assaults, each victory hard-won and hallowed in song and story. The names of the greatest paladins and most revered priests have become legendary, inspiring new generations to take up the mantle of guardianship. Dear children, we find ourselves inheritors of this grand legacy, tasked with upholding the sacred trust bestowed upon us by the primal gods. We are the guardians of the light, the bulwark against the encroaching night. With steel and spell, we shall stand firm against the darkness and the northern raiders, drawing strength from the earth, the wind, the fire, and the waters that sustain us. Remember this history, for it is not merely a tale of the past, but a call to action in the present. Let your hearts be filled with the same devotion as the first paladins, and your faith in the primal gods be as unshakable as the mountains themselves. For in the end, it is not by might alone that we shall prevail, but by the purity of our purpose and the unwavering resolve of our souls. We are the children of Folkyr, heirs to a legacy of light, and we shall not falter in the face of the gathering storm. May the primal gods guide your path, and may their blessings ever be with you. Remember this history, for it is not merely a tale of the past, but a call to action in the present. Let your hearts be filled with the same devotion as the first paladins, and your faith in the Eternals be as unshakable as the mountains themselves. For in the end, it is not by might alone that we shall prevail, but by the purity of our purpose and the unwavering resolve of our souls. We are the children of Folkyr, heirs to a legacy of light, and we shall not falter in the face of the gathering storm. May the Eternals guide your path, and may their blessings ever be with you.